Here we go, Oedipus Prologue. The story is old, strange, and terrible. Laius and Jocasta, the childless king and queen of Thebes, were told by the god Apollo that their son would kill his father and marry his mother. A son was born to them, and they tried to make sure that the prophecy would not come true. Laius drove a metal pin through the infant's ankles and gave it to a shepherd with instructions to leave it to die of exposure on the nearby mountain Cytharion. The shepherd took the child up to the mountain but pitied it and gave it to a fellow shepherd he met there, who came from Corinth on the other side of the mountain range. This shepherd took the child with him and gave it to the childless king and queen of Corinth, Polybus and Merope. They brought the child up as their own son and named him Oedipus, which in its Greek form, don't know how to pronounce that, Oedipus, means swollen foot. His feet had suffered injury from the metal pin. So Oedipus grew up in Corinth as the king's son, with no idea of his real parentage. And Laius and Jocasta believed that their child was dead and that the prophecy of Apollo was false. After Oedipus became a young man, he was told by a man who had drunk too much at a banquet that he was not the real son of Polybus. He was reassured by Polybus and Merope, but a lingering doubt remained and rumors were spreading abroad. He went, on his own initiative, to Delphi, in the north of Greece, to the oracle of Apollo to ask the god who his parents were. All he was told was that he would kill his father and marry his mother. He resolved never to return to Corinth, to Polybus and Merope, and started out to make a new life for himself elsewhere. He came to a place where 3 main roads met, and in the narrow place was ordered off the road and then attacked by the driver of a chariot in which an old man was riding. A fight started, and Oedipus, in self-defense, killed the old man and his attendants, all except one, who escaped and took the news to Thebes. The old man in the chariot was Laius, king of Thebes. And so, the first half of the prophecy of Apollo was fulfilled. Oedipus, though he did not know it, had killed his father. Oedipus continued on his way and came to Thebes. He found the city in distress. A monster, the Sphinx, part bird, part lion, part woman, was killing the young men of Thebes and refused to go away until someone answered her riddle. Many had tried, but all failed and met their death. The Thebans offered a great reward to anyone who could answer the riddle of the Sphinx, the throne of Thebes and the hand of Jocasta, the widowed queen, in marriage. Oedipus volunteered to answer the riddle. There is a creature, 2-footed, and also 4-footed, and 3-footed. It has one voice. When it goes on most feet, then it goes most slowly. Oedipus answered the riddle correctly. The answer is man, who goes on all 4s as a child, on 2 feet as an adult, and on 3 as an old man, since he has a stick to help him along. Oedipus married Jocasta and became king of Thebes. The prophecy was fulfilled, but he did not realize it. For many years he ruled Thebes well, an admired and just king. He had 2 daughters and 2 sons. And then a plague broke out in Thebes. The people of the city died, the cattle died, the crops rotted. The Thebans thronged the temples, and a delegation of priests went to the palace to beg Oedipus to save them. These are the priests who come on stage at the beginning of the play, and as they enter, the stage door opens, and a masked actor comes out and addresses them. The play has begun.